So you're home alone all day with nothing to do. You've binge watched all your Netflix shows and you've eaten all your quarantine snacks. Well, we're all in the same boat with you. Actually, you're not alone at all if you feel like your world's been completely shaken up and interrupted by the coronavirus pandemic. I see the numbers of fatalities and newly discovered cases rising every single day, which kind of scares the hell out of me. It seems like this thing's never gonna end. Well, it's easy to fall under stress, while you're being bombarded on the news and on the radio, just everyone talking about the coronavirus pandemic. It's everywhere. It's just in one ear, out the other. Well, in this speech, I'm going to teach you 3 practical coping strategies that's going to help you combat stress and help making living through an historical event a little bit easier. So, first, I'm going to teach you how to design your living environment to help you reduce stress. Second, I'm going to talk about how art can help reduce stress. And third, I'm going to teach you how physical activities such as exercise can help reduce stress. So, designing and organizing your living environment can bring relief to your stress. While stress can never be completely removed from any environment, these tips should help bring a sense of relief. A quote I usually like to think of is mess equals stress. Having a ton of random objects cluttered around your living and workspace can significantly interfere with your ability to clear your mind. According to a study in the Journal of Neuroscience in 2011, it found that having multiple stimuli in our visual field at the same time limits the processing capability of our visual system, which simply means being in an unorganized work and living space seeing clutter can cloud your head. It's going to make it difficult to relax your mind. So, also, another tip I'd say is to make sure you have like a personal space, like a personal physical space where you can spend time with yourself to relax and quiet your mind. And it doesn't have to be a formal space, nothing special. It could be as simple as like a lounge chair in your backyard where you can just kind of sit under the sun or the shade, and just kind of let things flow. And now that I kind of give you a couple tips about how to design your living environment to reduce stress, another way is art. That's what I'm going to talk about next. So, when you begin to feel stress slowly creeping up on you, I highly recommend breaking out the construction paper, the colored pens and pencils, and some paint. Because according to a study published in the Art Therapy, the Journal of the American Art Therapy Association in 2016, found that 45 minutes, just 45 minutes of creative activity significantly lessens in the body, regardless of the experience or the talent. You can be drawing stick figures and you'll be okay as long as it's for 45 minutes. What I found pretty helpful for myself personally is drawing, painting, and writing. There are no rules when it comes to making art. I even decided I'm going to try and learn something new, such as like acrylic pour painting, which I've done multiple pieces and they all came out pretty badass. Other days I write in a journal about anything that comes to mind. It could be like things I'm grateful for, or like favorite memories, or things I want to do after this. Whether it's like a memory, a feeling, or a thought, it's going to be written in the journal just because why not? And another thing I like to do is surfing through my music app, like Spotify, or if you have Apple Music, I recommend Spotify. It's just a personal preference. And I like to create the perfect playlist to just play throughout the day. Just put some headphones in or put it on a speaker and just kind of do your chores and go throughout your day. But you have awesome tunes to listen to kind of keep you, going to the beat. So those are just a couple art tips that you can take away from this, but you can always look up more. So third and finally, I'm going to teach you how movement and exercise can help reduce your stress. So stress is an inevitable part of life, but you can manage it by exercising and doing physical activities. Although the gyms are closed, which is probably the most heartbreaking part of the pandemic, we can still get in our daily exercise at home. Exercise is vital for maintaining physical and mental stability. According to a study published to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America in 2008, it showed that exercise is very effective at reducing fatigue, it improves alertness and concentration, and enhancing overall cognitive function, which sounds pretty damn good to me. Another thing, something simple, if you don't want to exercise, get on the floor, break a sweat, that's okay. You can try going for a walk, a run, even a bike ride to get some fresh air, help clear your head. I like taking my dogs on walks and car rides. It works out for me. There's also little things like yoga. You can try doing yoga in your backyard. It doesn't require a lot of effort, more like technique. which are you can easily look up on YouTube and just look up videos. You can try meditation, which is really helpful. It makes you feel a lot more relaxed. And there's other things like gardening and decluttering your garage or your room. So those are just other tips you can do. And finally, let's get back and review all that has been said. So in today's speech, I taught you some practical coping strategies to help combat your stress. We discussed how having a clean and organized work and living environment can help reduce stress. I shared with you how art can play a huge role in reducing your stress. And finally, we discussed how physical activities such as exercise can help manage your stress. So remember, you're not alone. Change, especially when it was so sudden and unexpected, can be scary and overwhelming. So, however, I hope you apply my tips of reducing stress, and I hope you find a way to deal with it. Thank you.